Edgar Allan Poe was an American writer, poet, editor, and literary critic, best known for his macabre and gothic works that explore themes of death, madness, and the supernatural. Born in Boston, Massachusetts, Poe was orphaned at an early age and raised by the Allen family, though he experienced tension with his foster father. His tumultuous personal life, marked by poverty and the loss of loved ones, profoundly influenced his dark and melancholic writing style. His most relevant works were The Raven, The Telltale Heart, The Fall of the House of Usher, Annabel Lee, and The Cask of Amontillado. With the literary currents, Poe is associated with American Romanticism, particularly with Dark Romanticism movement, which is emphasize the darker aspects of the human psyche, mortality, and nature. The most used literary genres of Poe were poetry, gothic fiction, detective fiction, and horror. Now let's start with the analysis of The Raven. The central theme of The Raven is grief and mourning over the loss of a loved one, coupled with the descent into madness. The poem explores the human yearning for answers about death and the afterlife, only to comfort despair and hopelessness. The protagonists are the narrator, a sorrowful and grieving man mourning the loss of his beloved Lenore, and the Raven, a mysterious and ominous bird that symbolizes death, the narrator's grief, and an unrelated reminder of his despair. Now we go with the conflicts. It has two conflicts. The internal conflict, that is, the narrator battles his sorrow and longing for Lenore, and the external conflict, which is the narrator's interaction with the Raven creates a clash between his desperate hope for relief and the bird's repeated refrain for nevermore. Now let's talk about the poetic structure. The poem consists of 18 stanzas, each with 6 lines, and the rhythm scheme follows A, B, C, B, B, B in each stanza. Poe employs trick octameter with internal rhythm and alliteration to create a rhythmic, almost hypnotic effect. And the last thing is the composition. The Raven is notable for his. At last thing, let's talk about the composition. The Raven is notable for its intricate use of sound devices, including repetition, alliteration, and internal rhythm. The tone is melancholic and airy, heightened by sitting and the somber diction, and the refrain nevermore grows increasingly significant, underscoring the narrator's despair and intelligence of death.